Hello, Liliac fans. Papa Liliac here. Sorry, I have to be back again. I don't know why I always have to do this kind of videos to speak my mind. And I'm known by my family and by a lot of people that Papa Liliac speaks his mind. That's the truth. And I don't understand why in today's era, in 2024, a family could be bashed and hated because they're a Christian family. Why hate Liliac? Because they're a Christian family. And I see on the Rise Up music video that they just put out because it has Christian lyrics in it and, verses from the Bible, they're being hated on. And say, why you put those Christian and verses? And I see what you're trying to get here. I mean, look at even Metallica had stuff from Apocalypse and in their music. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, look, I not religious, super religious. I've been through that. And I'm not speaking to put religion on anybody, period. I had my share with certain religious people, but that doesn't mean you cannot be spiritual, or that doesn't mean, and I stand for the truth. I stand for the truth, and I see that, of course, Melody, Samuel, Abigail got baptized. I think it was about 2 years ago. And Melody became very spiritual. I don't know if you guys realize that or not. I don't know if you guys could tell, but she likes to have a spiritual life. Probably, also my wife is very religious and spiritual and a Christian. And that probably, raising the kids like that and rubbed it off on them. But I never told them to don't do this, don't do that. And if they feel speaking their mind about, Christianity, or not necessarily, you can't say Rise Up is, it's religious lyrics or stuff like that. Or maybe in the future they will release a song that will be very religious. But it's okay. It's okay in Hollywood at the Grammys to have Sam Smith dressed like the devil in red and have worshipers. It's okay, Lil Nas X, who's actually from here, from Georgia, to show music videos where he's dancing, lap dancing for the devil. That's okay. But it's not okay for a band like Liliac, that it's a Christian, clean family, to put good lyrics or things that will help you positively gain, to become a better person or come to the light. It's not okay. That doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest with you. I had my share when atheists attacked me and it was like, you guys believe in that fake, how do they call it? The father in the sky, the daddy in the sky. And look, I don't remember, and I don't see any of the Christian people making fun of you being an atheist and this and that. And I'm not here, like I said, to speak religion. Everybody has their own faith and their own thing. It's just why you are bashing a band and a family band for being Christian, for being a clean family. And it's not good. We're independent. We're doing the music. And that's probably one of the biggest reasons that a lot of people think Papa Liliac is the one that doesn't want to give up his position as a manager for the band. And that's why they're not signed with the record label. And Papa Liliac this, Papa Liliac that. You are wrong, to be honest with you. I actually brought it up to the band. And I said, look, man, I see all these comments, and I said to my kids, what do you guys want to do? For me, it's important for Liliac to have success. That's important because that's what I thought for Liliac from day one. When I started working with them, I want him to become, first of all, it started like an activity. Meaning, I was like, look, on the weekends, instead of staying at home and play video games, how about we go to Santa Monica Pier? And you perform there. You're going to get experience as a performer. You're going to get experience and you're going to get better at it. And it could shape you to become the band, actually shape them to become the band is today. And thank God I thought about that idea because it was so much fun. When I see the videos and I look back, it just brings back memories, brings tears in my eyes when I see videos, how I was walking from where we parked the car, load up everything in wagons. We used to take hand trucks and wagons, and we would pull it. We looked like homeless people, to be honest with you, because you have this wagon full of equipment with amps and cabinets and batteries, because we had to have a converter and a battery. We would go to the Santa Monica Pier, wait in line to get a spot, because there was a raffle. And after we got the spot, we got to perform on the pier. And a lot of people were touched by a family band. Liliac was the most popular family band, rock band in Santa Monica. Everybody knew. I mean, this was before Enter Sandman blew up on the internet. Crazy Train, Rainbow in the Dark. I remember we went to a concert to see an Angel, our friend from Downey, knows this, and he could swear on it. We went to see Def Leppard was opening up for Journey. So we went to see Def Leppard open up for Journey. And man, so many people recognized, oh, you guys are Liliac, the ones from the Santa Monica Pier. And Angel was like, whoa, people know. Oh, can I take a picture with you? And then we walk again. Oh, Liliac. Whatever we would sit, they would turn around. Aren't you guys the band, those kids that perform on the pier? So Liliac was getting more and more famous as a rock family band, just performing on the pier. And then when the viral videos came along, everything changed. And I remember when the manager of Downey Music said, well, you guys need to stop saying you're a family, because family bands don't make it big, you know. And I said, but Troy, what can we do? Why should we lie? We are a family. You know what I mean? And even right now, why should we lie our identity? So if Melody's spiritual and she loves Jesus and God and she's into this, why would you want her to stop doing that? Why is it wrong for her to express herself and the family to express the way it is? I mean, they're doing great music. And now it's like, how dare you put positive stuff in your songs? How dare you not get, like, for example, for some reason, a lot of people think that getting dressed in black, you look more, they call you demonic or evil or something like that. Look, it's just a color. Stop with these judgments. It's just a color. You know what I mean? We have the night, which is black. Imagine sleeping on a bright night. You can't sleep. We need darkness. But you have to understand. You have to understand that when you talk metaphoric about this, it's nothing wrong. As is, the world is pretty much evil, and a lot of things are happening. Bad things are happening. I mean, look at the human trafficking that's going on. I don't know if you guys seen the movie Sound of Freedom, and I advise you to go see it. It broke our hearts, to be honest with you. And it was made by a Christian. I think it's in Utah, in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's called Angel Studios, who makes all these movies with great messages and Christian movies. And Hollywood did not want them to release that. They fought for 5 years. I think Disney was the one. 5 years, and they bought the rights. Angel Studios bought the rights so they could put the movie out. And I remember we were on tour, and Abigail and my wife, that's when Abigail took time off and stayed at home. And my wife was like, we went to see Sound of Freedom, and it's true what everybody's saying on the internet. I said, what do you mean? I was driving the bus. I was like, what are you talking about? He said, they don't want this movie to be successful. So what they do, it was in the middle of the summer, they turn off the AC and it gets hot in the theaters. And everybody's talking about it in the community, online, that's exactly what's happening. I said to my wife, come on, stop with these conspiracies. I don't believe it. I said, I'm telling you the truth. Then we got back from tour and I said, you know what? Let's all go, the whole family, to see the movie. We went to a nice movie theater, where, so we could see it on the big screen and everything. And in the middle of the movie, it started getting hot. I'm like, man, what's going on? Everybody was looking like, I experienced it myself, because the Barbie movie was in competition, and they wanted that to be the #1 movie to beat Sound of Freedom, which was organic. People were just word of mouth word of mouth, people were going to see that movie because it's a phenomenal movie. I think everybody should go see it. Sound of Freedom. The same actor that played in Passion of Christ is playing the main role, and it's based on a true story. And I saw that they were doing that on purpose. That's the evil work, trying to shut down something that speaks volumes about the human trafficking. Something that it's, to be honest, all these conspiracies are true. They're true. They're trying to speak, they're trying to, with the darkness and the evilness, are trying to put down the good. You're trying to fight for something good and they're trying to shut you down. And of course, Barbie movie won all the Grammys and whatever. And it's crazy. That movie, to be honest with you, I don't even give it a 4, to be honest with you. Because my kids wanted to go see the Barbie movie with their friends and cousins. And I bought the tickets with them because I was driving the big van to take everybody to the theater. And then their cousin came and he was like, oh, I want to go see. And my kids were like, it's sold out. It's sold out. And I'm like, hey, here's my ticket. I don't want to see no Barbie movie. I just didn't want. But then when we got there, nobody was asking for tickets. So I kept following the kids. And I ended up in the movie theater. And I'm looking, wait a minute. This is like half full. What do you mean sold out? So I said to myself, I'm just going to wait here. And if I took somebody's seat, it's going to say leave. And that's when I leave. The movie started. Man, it's still halfway. What's going on? Sold out movie? And halfway full? I stayed through the whole movie. And to be honest, I don't want to speak bad about any movies, but it was not my cup of tea. Number one. And not because of anything. It's just it was a repetitive story that I've seen it a million times. That's what it is. That's what I'm talking. Now, I'm not talking about the quality, because of course they film it with professional cameras and great actors. I like Ryan Gosling is a phenomenal actor, and everybody else. But it's just like I was like, I knew what was gonna happen. It's not like something like, whoa, what is this? Because I'm very open watching movies. I always go with a good feeling to enjoy the movie, especially if you pay the money. And no matter what movie it is, I'm not partial about it. Like I said, I'm not religious. So with that said, I was like, he said sold out. So it was all a lie. It was all fake. They probably did that on purpose, called it sold out, just so they can get their numbers up. Same thing what the music industry is doing. They're paying for all this to get you on the billboard. They're spending hundreds of thousands, probably millions of dollars on a band to make them look good. And it's all paid for, nothing organic, to be honest with you. And it's unbelievable. And there's a family that we paid our dues, 8 years on the Santa Monica Pier, worked very hard. Then independently, we got in the music industry, and now we're doing our own music. And then you have all these hateful people, hateful comments trying to put us down. And you wonder, who's these people? Why do they have the time to keep coming back and hate on a family? And now, with the Rise Up, which has a great message, is trying to put Liliac down, because why you're talking about, rising up and you're putting hidden lyrics inside your songs that are verses from the Bible. Unbelievable, to be honest with you. But guys, this is what I want to say. I want to end this on a good note, because I don't want to extend this video too much. What I'm saying to you, let's all fight for good in this world, for positive, for the light. So go and watch Rise Up music video, which the band have this apocalyptic, which is kind of the end of the world, apocalyptic concept. And it's finding their way through from the underground, through the caves, to get to the light, to the and the representative of the fire, which is good. You see what I'm saying? Go watch Liliac's Rise Up music video. Share it with the world. Let's share the good message. Rock on and rock hard.